Hello, I'm Marsha Chan, and I'm back with you to talk about noun clauses. In fact, to analyze the noun clauses in the article. I hope you had time to think critically about form and identify each type of that clause that's bolded in the article. First, let's look for a that clause in a sentence beginning with it. It is troubling that many of today's electronic devices are made to break. It is troubling. It, subject, is, verb, troubling, adjective. It is problematic. It is troubling. What is troubling? We have a noun clause that many, subject, of today's electronic devices, prepositional phrase, are, verb, made to break, an expression that means they are made on purpose to last for only a short period of time and then break so that you need to buy a new one. It's troubling that many of today's electronic devices are made to break. Now let's look for a that clause after the verb be, which is like an equals sign. The fact is that most people don't think twice about tossing even large electronic items. Tossing means discarding, throwing away, getting rid of. The fact, subject, is, verb. Now we have a complement. Our complement for the verb be can be an adjective, a noun phrase, or a noun clause. Here we have a noun clause that most people is the subject, don't think, or do think. This is the verb, don't think twice. That means how many times, adverb. About tossing even large electronic items. That's our prepositional phrase. The fact is that most people don't think twice about tossing even large electronic items. Let's find another one where the that clause comes after the verb be. The biggest problem is that many electronic parts are extremely toxic. Subject problem, verb is, and then again we have a complement that in this case is a noun clause, that many electronic parts, subject, are, verb, toxic, adjective complement. Extremely, adverb modifies, adjective toxic. The biggest problem is that many electronic parts are extremely toxic. Now let's look for a that clause after a verb. That means a verb other than be. 10 years ago, if someone had suggested that you throw away your home telephone every other year, you would have thought they were insane. Our main clause is if someone had suggested. Subject, someone. Verb, past perfect, had suggested. This is a transitive verb. It must be followed by an object. An object can be a noun phrase, pronoun, or noun clause. Here we have a noun clause that you throw away your home telephone every other year. Subject, you. Phrasal verb, throw away. Throw away what? Your home telephone. How often? Every other year. Every other year means every 2 years. Let's look for another one. Another that clause after a verb. Experts estimate that 20 million computers a year are discarded in the United States alone. In the United States alone means only in the United States, not even counting the many, many other countries in the world. So in other words, it sounds like a small number considering that the United States is just one of many countries. Experts estimate. That's our main clause. Subject, experts. Verb, estimate. Estimate is a transitive verb. Transitive verbs must be followed by an object. The object can be a noun, a pronoun, a noun phrase, or a noun clause. Here we have a noun clause that 20 million computers a year are discarded in the United States alone. The subject of that clause is computers, and the verb is are discarded. Simple present tense, passive voice, are discarded by many people. This means that they are built less sturdily than they were a generation ago. Main clause, this means. Subject this. Verb means. Means is a transitive verb. It must be followed by an object. An object could be a noun, pronoun, noun clause. Here we have a noun clause. That they are built less sturdily than they were a generation ago. So we have subject they, verb are built. This is a passive voice verb in the simple present tense. They are built by companies. They are built by people. Less sturdily. Sturdy is an adjective. Sturdily is an adverb because it modifies the way that they are built. Adverb here, sturdily, modifies the verb are built. Less sturdily. And then we have another clause because we have a comparison. Less sturdily than something, than another time. Less sturdily than they were, meaning they were built. Notice that the passive voice were is in the past tense here, and the past participle built is not repeated. Less sturdily than they were a generation ago. So this is telling more about a comparison of now versus in the past. This means that they are built less sturdily now than they were a generation ago. Now let's look for a that clause after a noun. They will recycle your donation responsibly with the promise that it won't harm the environment. With the promise. Now you know promise can be both a verb and a noun, but here it's a noun. It's the object of the preposition with something, with the promise. Now we notice it uses the and not a promise. With a promise, but with the promise. Which promise? The promise that it won't harm the environment. Subject it, verb won't harm. This is a transitive verb, so it has an object, environment. Now, let's look at whether and if whether clauses as a subject. We have whether Vanessa needs a new cell phone or not is beside the point. In other words, she doesn't consider if it's necessary. She just wants to be cool and get a new phone. Whether Vanessa is our subject, needs, that's the verb. Needs is a transitive verb, so we have the object, phone. What kind? Cell phone, noun compound. New cell phone, adjective. Whether Vanessa needs a new cell phone or not, notice the use of whether plus the clause and then or not at the end of the clause. It can also be without the words or not. Whether Vanessa needs a new cell phone is beside the point. You add the words or not at the end of the clause to add emphasis. Whether Vanessa needs a new cell phone or not is beside the point. After a preposition, we see most people don't know the first thing about how to recycle their hardware. Here we have the preposition about. Prepositions are followed by objects. An object can be a noun phrase, a pronoun, or a noun clause. And here we have the noun clause, how to recycle their hardware. So many people don't know the first thing about how to recycle their hardware. When we say somebody doesn't know the first thing about something, then it means that they don't know anything about it, because the first thing comes before the second and the third and the fourth and so forth and all the other details. So when we say we don't know anything about how to recycle, that's general. But to emphasize how little we know, we can use don't know the first thing about how to recycle. After a verb, we see this example. It's in the same sentence, and it's the second part of the sentence. Many people don't know if recycling is even possible. Here we have know, so we can know many things. Know is a transitive verb, so here we have the object as a noun clause. If recycling is even possible. Subject, recycling. Here it's a subject, gerund subject. The verb is, and the adjective complement is possible. Recycling is possible. Recycling is even possible. Many people don't know if recycling is even possible. They simply throw their electronic devices away without thinking about it. After an adjective, we have the example, Vanessa is not sure if she should get a new flip phone or one with a digital camera. She is not sure, there's the adjective, if she should get a new flip phone or one with a digital camera. We could change the word if, in this case, to whether. Vanessa is not sure whether she should get a new flip phone or one with a digital camera. In this case, we have two choices, so we can't use the phrase or not at the end. If we took away one of the choices, we could use or not. For example, we could write, Vanessa is not sure if she should get a new flip phone or not. Vanessa is not sure if she should get a phone with a digital camera or not. However, with two choices, don't use or not, because you've already got the or phrase. Vanessa is not sure if she should get a new flip phone or one with a digital camera. One is a pronoun that means the phone. Okay, those are the sentences that we were asked for in our exercise on thinking critically about the form of noun clauses in the article.